Okay, Ritu. Yes, welcome. You're joining first time or you've joined before?
I have joined last, I guess, 2 to 3 audio calls. Means I have attended all the twin flame audios and one audio before that.
Okay.
Yes,
Great,
yes,
wonderful.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so yes, over to you. Tell me what did you want to talk about? So today, the intention is that we will divide this 1 hour between three people and give
Okay.
everyone about 20 minutes or so. So let's use your 20 minutes now. So tell
So
me
how you will
what do you want.
select three people?
First come, first serve basis. So Neetu is there. If you want to talk after that, Neetu, you can go ahead after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I start?
So yes, yes, Neetu, go ahead.
Okay, for me, I'm more like I have a question regarding the relationship with myself. Like I have so many, self doubts about myself. Even if I want to do some things, it's like always I get to come to know about different things. Okay, this thing can work for me, but I just kept on, mistrusting everything, not able to trust in fact my own self, I would say sometimes. And even I just want to have a space where I can, being a female, I can talk. I don't want to distribute thing to कि आप मेल है तो बात कर लो, female है तो मत बात करो. But when I you know in this journey, when you are like going ahead, I got to see many people just approaching you, and that time it made me feel again self doubt. So all this thing, this self doubt of thing is very much high in me. And of course space, I'm not able to create that safety inside me, which really bothers me many times. I just struggling to have that safe relationship with my own self. That is the most struggling part with me, because if I talk about the relationship with others, I just know that first of all, it just need to be, in trust with me, my own self. So I'm more concerned with now relationship with my own self. So I just want to matlab, know about what can I do, and what should be my approach, so that I can remove those self doubts and have a trust and safe space inside myself, and able to give properly. Because it's not like I don't want to give, I want to give, but often that doubt regarding other people stops me. So this it's my question actually.
Right. Okay. Um, so what is the benefit of not trusting yourself?
I guess no benefit at all, or maybe I'm not able to see any benefit.
Mm, benefit तो होता है. That is the reason why you're doing it.
Um,
What do you get out of doing this? It either, so I'll give you some hints. I don't know which one it is, or may not be any of them, but at least maybe it can jog your thinking. So either this kind of behavior helps us to avoid something. This kind of behavior can help us to not take responsibility and ownership. So it can help us to feel victimized, and that way I can draw sympathy from others, and that makes me feel that I'm still wanted. People still care about me. Many of those things. Like I can keep going on and on, but in your case, what is it?
okay, in that case, I would say yes. In the childhood, due to some reasons, I have made this belief that yes, I'm not wanted. Yes, this is the barrier I have created with my own self, because that pain is making me safe, or I would say making me go ahead. Yes, that's true.
So you made this belief that you are not wanted, and by so how is that belief and this not trusting yourself, how are they going hand in hand with each other? What is the link?
Um, because uh, I'm not able to because I just it was like from the places where I could get that safe space, I didn't receive maybe, and I just want to made that wall. So that
You made that
wall,
wall for others.
yes, yes, yes. So they can't hurt me, and
Right.
yes, yes,
Okay. That is about others. So they can't trust, they can't, um, what you said, they can't hurt you.
hurt
That's
me, hurt
fine.
me. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. But right now we are talking about you are not able to trust yourself. So this is not about others. This is about you. So have you made the walls so much that even you are out of that wall?
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like I'm very in the mode of procrastination all the time, even like in the healing cases. Like since last year, I'm into this healing things, but still I kept on, even knowing that this practice I should do or something, I didn't feel like doing those because I always struggle to initiate because of of course, the perfectionism sometimes stop me, sometimes fear of failure, of course. So these things often stop me to start even. So yes, uh, these are something my observations
That
regarding
again
myself.
is linked. Procrastination is again linked to the fact that you are not able to trust yourself. You don't know if you will be successful or not. So
Yes.
that's a doubt that you have on your own self. So my question is that what do you get by not trusting yourself? What is the juice that you are getting out of? What is the good thing about it? So the question is not that there is. I'm not asking you to doubt the question. I'm asking you to go ahead with the question and tell me what is the juice in it.
I need to think about it.
Hmm.
Benefit.
As I said, that it, gave you some examples. That does it help you to avoid something? Does it help you to take any responsibility that you need to take? So you can just beat yourself and give an excuse that I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself, and that is why you can get out of doing something, a responsibility to take, something that you need to be um, doing or not doing. It is like a get out of jail card for you.
Maybe I just want to avoid that dark part of mine so that uh, I can't see the darkness inside me because I'm not able to see right now. In the healing area, of course, you are get to know about some dark side of you as well, and I just want to somehow uh, because it at the top for at this time when you are just seeing
Okay,
there are so
let
many
me
dark things.
let me ask you a different question. That um, were you a born perfectionist or were you made a perfectionist?
I were made. I were totally made.
You were made as a perfectionist, right? And how was it for you?
Uh, it able to draw the positive things from others, from myself.
So as you were growing up, were your parents too strict on you for
Yes,
for being for
yes,
and like you were not allowed to make mistakes and not much
exactly,
mistakes and all that?
exactly.
Yeah,
Always be a good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. Yes,
right. So that taught you that you have to be a perfectionist.
yes, yes.
See,
Of course, I was
perfectionism and
criticized. You continue.
so I'm saying that perfectionism and procrastination go hand in hand. So there are two types of people. One are who are born procrastinators. I'm not talking about them. Some people are just born procrastinators. So that's that. But you don't sound like a born procrastinator to me. That's why I asked you that question directly. So what happens is that when you are kind of जैसे होता है ना कि एक आयरन को बीट कर करके ऐसे एक शेप में लाया जाता है, तो when you are beaten to be in a certain shape, so when you are growing up and your parents and your elders are only appreciating your achievements and not so much appreciating your mistakes or efforts and all that, then slowly you learn that in order to gain appreciation and love from others, you have to always basically come first. You have to be perfect in whatever you do.
Yes.
And because you are not like that by nature, you will get exhausted. There will be there will be an exhaustion. So some people are ambitious by nature. As I said, that some people are born procrastinators, some people are born perfectionists. उनको किसी की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, वो अपने आप को ही बहुत अच्छी तरह बीट कर लेते हैं, so उनको कोई जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती किसी और की. So you are neither of them. You are neither a procrastinator nor a perfectionist, but you are made a perfectionist, जिसकी वजह से आपका फ्यूल खत्म हो गया. एग्जॉस्शन की वजह से नाउ यू हैव बिकम अ प्रोक्रेस्टिनेटर. और ये आपका जो एटीट्यूड है टू नॉट ट्रस्ट योर सेल्फ एंड डाउट एंड ऑल दैट, दैट इज योर गेट आउट ऑफ जेल कार्ड टू से कि करो ही मत. कुछ काम किया ही नहीं अगर, तो फिर उसमें तो सक्सेस और फेलियर का कुछ है ही नहीं ना, तो उठ के करो ही मत, बेस्ट है.
Yes, like I have been criticized a lot because of my like less talkative nature, and yes, so I just always used to think to be in the at least get attention from others, I need to come first in everything.
हाँ, तो अभी उस चीज से एग्जॉस्शन हो गया.
Yes, yes, it's exhaustive for me because I always kept on thinking हर चीज को ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, और बट किसके लिए करना है वो भी कभी कभी सोचती हूँ, क्यों, लाइक फॉर व्हाट, इतना जरूरी है.
हाँ, हाँ, यू आर ऑन म्यूट रितु, आर यू टॉकिंग?
ओके, ओके, तो वही मैं कह रही थी कि जस्ट लाइक चीजों को भी एक, ये हर चीज को मैं करूँ, लिस्ट बनाती रहती हूँ, बट समटाइम्स आई थिंक कि एग्जैक्टली उन चीजों पे मैं डीपली कनेक्ट भी कर पाती हूँ, जिससे एक जस्ट होना चाहिए. Like, मुझे ऐसी भी है कि हर चीज ही आनी चाहिए, हर चीज आनी चाहिए काइंड ऑफ थिंग. So that
हाँ,
sometimes make me exhausted as well. I like I always want to be like different होना चाहिए, सब कुछ different होना चाहिए, which I realize it's all coming from that thing. Okay, so to be seen, yes.
yes. तो ये सिखाया गया है, दिस इज लर्न बिहेवियर. एज आई सेड कि यू आर नॉट नेचुरली लाइक दैट. यू आर नॉट अ नेचुरल एम्बिशियस पर्सन हु इज लाइक दैट, हु इज लाइक कि मुझे हर चीज में फर्स्ट आना है और मुझे ये करना है, वो करना है. आप आपका ये करने का रीजन है टू गेन अप्रूवल एंड एक्सेप्टेंस फ्रॉम पीपल अराउंड यू, और वो आपको तभी देंगे जब आप ये सब करोगे. तो that learned behavior has made you the way you are, and now your fuel is out. अब खत्म हो गया फ्यूल, अब एग्जॉस्शन आ गई है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट यू आर अनेबल टू, यू आर नाउ क्वेश्चनिंग कि क्या है ये जो ट्रस्ट और सेल्फ डाउट की बात कर रहे हो. ये एक्चुअली में इट्स जस्ट एन एक्सक्यूज, इट्स जस्ट योर गेट आउट ऑफ जेल कार्ड. By saying that कि I can't trust myself, I doubt, I can't trust others, I can't trust myself, ये सब बातें कर करके दोहरा दोहरा के अपने आप को बार बार बोल के, you get to avoid taking responsibility of what you need to do, because there is a chance that you may not succeed in it. There is a chance that you may not come first, and if you don't come first, then you will not get the love and approval of people that you are seeking. So best is to just not do it. by using this excuse. तो वो जो जूस की मैं बात कर रहा था कि what is the benefit, what is the advantage of doing this, that is what I think is the advantage of doubting yourself.
And I guess it's happening subconsciously ना, because consciously हमें पता होता है कि ये चीज करनी चाहिए, जरूरी है and everything, but subconsciously you're not able to do that, isn't it?
These are all subconscious behavior only. That is why, because consciously तो कोई जानबूझ के तो ये करेगा नहीं. एक बार अब आपके ये कॉन्शियसनेस में ये बात आ गई है, नाउ वी हैव ब्रॉट इट अप टू यू. अब करते करते भी अब आपको हिचकिचाहट होगी. even if you don't do anything, even if you don't take any action about this, you don't rectify anything, बट अब आज के बाद ये जब करोगे भी ना, तो ये बात कहीं ना कहीं चुभेगी जरूर, क्योंकि अब ये बात ऊपर आ गई, अभी तक छुपी हुई थी, और धीरे धीरे ये इतनी चुभेगी कि एक पॉइंट पे इट विल create that much pain in you कि you will just want to get rid of it. Awareness is the first step. You were not aware of this. So when this subconscious behavior comes in our awareness, then the change has already started. क्योंकि आप बिल्कुल वैसा कर ही नहीं पाओगे. अब इतनी अवेयरनेस आ गई है कि इसमें मुझे कुछ तो जूस मिल रहा है, और ये जो जूस है ये बहुत पॉजिटिव या रिसोर्सफुल जूस नहीं है. तो it is only making you live a small life. You are choosing to live small. So now, even if you want to do this, continue doing it, you will not be very comfortable for very long time to continue to keep doing. Does that make sense to you?
And one more thing I would like to ask, like I am very I struggle in decision making also. Is it still related to that as well?
Of course, it is.
Because
It all
I'll
leads to
of
that.
course, है ना, because I always doubt कि ये decision मेरे लिए ठीक होगा कि नहीं होगा, मैं सही करूँगी, and of course I'm very much always get the thoughts कि how it is going to affect the people around me as well, so much always thinking कि how it will affect my parents and everything. Of course as a female भी मैं वो सोचती हूँ, as a female भी क्या होगा, like मेरे को कुछ, of course yes, वो एक जेंडर वाली चीजें मेरे दिमाग पे बैठी हुई है कहीं ना कहीं पे, बिकॉज वी हैव बीन सबकॉन्शियसली ट्रेन्ड कि व्हाट मेल्स कैन डू एंड व्हाट फीमेल्स कांट डू. यस, वो भी चीज दिमाग में है जिसको मैं निकालने की कोशिश करती हूँ, बट स्टिल गेट स्टक ऑन दैट. मतलब उस चीज से नहीं मतलब कि खुद को सेपरेट कर पाती. सो आई वुड लाइक टू, क्या कर सकते हैं?
So the first thing that you have to fully connect with is that this juice that you are getting, अभी तो ये समझ में आ गया है कि what this is helping you with. Now the question that you need to first ask yourself is, do you want to continue with this?
No, I just want to get out of this procrastination and this distrust issues, because it's also affecting my relationship with the people as well, and in fact making new relationship as well.
It will be affecting you at many levels that you probably won't even be able to list down everything also. This is a fundamental thing. Not able to trust yourself is one of the most fundamental things that is going to affect you in so many ways, जो शायद हम बैठ के यहाँ पे पूरी तरह से लिस्ट भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. तो ये एक नहीं है, ये रूट है, और इसमें बहुत सारे डैमेज फ्रूट्स निकल रहे होंगे इस पेड़ में से. तो that is totally understandable. Now, one other thing that you also have to understand about these behaviors is that just like a physical habit, जैसे किसी को स्मोकिंग की, या किसी को फूड की एडिक्शन है, या स्मोकिंग की एडिक्शन है, या अल्कोहल की एडिक्शन है, सेम वे बिहेवियर इज ऑल्सो एडिक्टिव इन नेचर. तो बहुत टाइम तक हम जब सेम बिहेवियर करते रहते हैं तो वो एडिक्टिव बन जाता है. तो why I'm using the example of smoking is that many people who keep smoking for many years, they know that smoking is bad for them, and then they want to get rid of it. Even when they want to get rid of it, even when they know that it is bad for them, they are still not able to leave it. That is because it is gone in the category of addiction. So addiction से छुटकारा लेना एक अलग प्रोसेस है. तो यू हैव टू नाउ सी दैट ये बिहेवियर जो है आपका, ये एडिक्शन तो नहीं बन चुका है कहीं, कि अब ये सब पता होने के बाद भी, ये छोड़ने का इंटेंशन बनाने के बाद, ये सब होने के बाद भी you just automatically keep switching back into this zone, then that means it has gone in the category of an addiction. ये तो फिर उसको उस तरह से देखना पड़ेगा. So
Okay.
I can't tell you that right now because we've only been talking for all, what, 15-20 minutes. तो इतने में मुझे तो नहीं, I can't tell you कि ये addiction ही है या नहीं है. So there is a test that we need to do to figure out that whether this is addiction or whether this can be addressed differently. Addiction होता है तो फिर अलग तरीके रहते हैं उसको छुड़ाने के. Let's say for example, कोई, अगर मैं स्मोकिंग का एग्जांपल लेता हूँ, अगर कोई चेन स्मोकर है और उसको ये मालूम है कि उसको प्रॉब्लम है, उसको हेल्थ इश्यूज हो गए हैं एंड एवरीथिंग, and they are still not able to leave smoking, so it is not something that we can just do by talking about their belief system, their values, and this is not a coaching thing. Addiction is something which cannot just only be handled by talks. तो उसके लिए अलग इंटरवेंशन होती है. So they need to go in a rehabilitation, and there are some hard measures that need to be taken in order to break their habit. So I'm taking this physical example so you can relate ki why I am saying that if this is addiction, then it is not just about talking and having a shift in your thought process or shift in your mindset or adopting a different way of looking at things. अगर ये addiction है तो you have gone beyond all that. So then it's a different intervention altogether.
And
Once we,
what could be that intervention or something if it is that though?
there could be many ways of doing that. What I know, what I do, which works in cases that I have done is NLP. So there's
Sorry,
so
could you please
NLP,
repeat?
Neuro Linguistic Programming, NLP.
Okay.
NLP is an intervention that needs to be, there are many techniques in NLP that needs to be used. In your case, for addiction, there is. So I've worked with people who were smokers and got their smoking habit. Pretty much I can get rid of anyone's smoking habit in less than 5 minutes. Doesn't matter how old that habit is.
And how to
So
test to differentiate between the two, whether it has gone beyond something, that it has become an addiction, or it is not gone beyond that? What is a test that I can differentiate? Yes, what about me?
the test is that even after knowing all this, you're not able to stop yourself from doing it. So exactly the same way like a smoker who knows everything bad about cigarette, लेकिन उसके आगे रख दो तो वो बिना पिए रह ही नहीं सकता है.
Okay.
It is like that. एक अल्कोहलिक, कितना भी अल्कोहलिक हो, उसका लिवर खराब हो रहा है, किडनी खराब हो रही है, क्या खराब हो रहा है उसको सब पता है, लेकिन उसके आगे बोतल ला के रख दो और वो अपने आप को रोक ही नहीं पाएगा पीने से.
Okay.
So now that you know कि this is the case, now you know, if you are able to pull yourself out, if you think that with this awareness, so now you have the awareness of this. Now when you are self-doubting and all that, see if you can pull yourself out of self-doubting and if you can act differently. अगर सब करने के बाद, सब कुछ होने के बाद, सब पता लगने के बाद भी you are just not able to do it, then it's an addiction.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So
And I need to see for that.
yeah, observe that for a week or so and then let me know.
Sure, sir. Sure. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for this awareness and for guiding.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
No
Thank you.
problem. Thanks, Ritu. Thank you. Yes, Nilu, you wanted to go next. Nilu, you are on mute
Yeah,
if you are
yeah.
talking.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, hi. So I just
Hi.
wanted to ask, like, when I face issues or hurt or whatever, I have discussed you, I've spoken you lot many things with you. But when I have to address it to the concerned people, I am not able to address it on the right time. And if I address it also, I'm always like on a doubt still कि like मैंने ही शायद कुछ किया है जिस वजह से ये situation हुई है, and I'm not able to address it properly, my hurt also. So then it's like the situation becomes कि I'm always misunderstood, and that creates a lot of resentment and anger in me,
When you
which
say
then
address, you mean communicate?
yes, yes,
Okay. So you want to communicate, but you're not able to communicate it the way you want to communicate,
I
and that
yeah,
creates problems.
that create problem in me only because then I go on negative self talk, self doubt. अपने ही mind में I'm just asking the questions to the person, and then what answer they will reply. But then I'm not able to go to the person and talk about it, about my hurt, or I can express my hurt or whatever, because I always think कि maybe I will be misunderstood, so I keep on procrastinating. So why is
Um,
this?
what you are talking is very similar to what Ritu was talking about as well. That something is there that is giving you that has got more advantage. So basically, something has more weightage, which is about not talking than talking. So you have to find out what is that more weightage thing.
Because I have been
There is more
always
benefit. There is more benefit for not talking. There is less benefit in talking. So somewhere your subconscious knows this. You
so
just
one
don't know this
reason
consciously.
I don't know, maybe subconscious में कुछ और होगा, but what I can in my awareness relate to is कि I have been always told कि by keeping
See,
quiet there is a peace in the house. So this I have been hearing lot many times, so maybe that is the reason to keep the peace in the house. I am not expressing it, or maybe I don't get that confidence or that courage to speak up for my hurt or express
हाँ,
my hurt.
हाँ, तो ठीक है ना, so that is fine. So what is the opposite of this statement? What you just said?
As in which statement?
The statement that you said is by keeping quiet, you will keep the peace in the house.
Yeah,
What is the opposite of it?
if I speak up, then my might the arguments can happen, or disagreements, or fights can happen, disagreements,
Yes. Yeah.
arguments.
Yeah. And what is the meaning of that?
There is no peace in
That
the
happens.
house and fight. Yeah.
हाँ. And what is like आगे बढ़ो ना उसके, वो तो हो
हाँ.
गया, ये तो पीस और वो तो हो गया, आगे बढ़ो ना कि okay, so अगर ये होगा पीस नहीं होगा तो what is the meaning, what will happen because of that, then what will happen? So we are building the story. This is the story that your subconscious is building. So right now I'm building this story more consciously. So what is the story then? So ये होगा तो उससे क्या होगा फिर आगे?
Yeah, that is what na fight or disagreement, argument will happen na, which will obviously
तो बस
remove.
अगर सिर्फ फाइट और आर्ग्यूमेंट की बात है तो फिर कर लो ना. फिर क्या है प्रॉब्लम? हो जाएगा फाइट, हो जाएगी आर्ग्यूमेंट, सो व्हाट?
हाँ, that is what I think, but I'm not able to do this.
तो वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. तो यहाँ ये बात यहाँ की नहीं है ना, फिर और है ना इसमें. तो करो ना बिल्ड स्टोरी को, फिर तो आगे बढ़ाओ. देयर इज मोर. वो आर्ग्यूमेंट और वो फाइट से क्या होगा? देयर इज मोर टू इट. योर सबकॉन्शियस ऑलरेडी नोस, सो आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग यू टू बिल्ड इट नाउ कॉन्शियसली.
What can be the possibility?
मीनिंग
What can be the possibility? What can be more to it, which I'm not able to understand or which I'm not aware of, maybe?
आर्ग्यूमेंट्स और फाइट्स होने से क्या होगा?
So what would be the probable next step according to you, that you are foreseeing it in your subconscious or whatever? So what would be the next step, next stage that will appear after fighting, after arguments? So this is
Fighting
what
ke baad,
I
obviously,
thought.
sometimes the domestic violence also happens.
हाँ. और फिर उसके बाद
Uske baad, obviously, the situation becomes very ugly if the domestic part also happens. I mean, the other part also happens.
एंड इफ दिस कीप्स हैपनिंग, लेट्स से ये तो एक बार की बात नहीं है ना. हम बोल रहे हैं कि ये रोज रोज होने लगे अगर, तो फिर व्हाट विल हैपन?
Would it be the fear of rejection, fear of getting isolated, and fear of being complete?
I'm not. So Sukarma, just 1 minute. I want Neelu to arrive at whatever it is.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. That's okay. We can ask her question to help, but let's not lead her.
Understood.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a possibility which I can think on my conscious level. Ki fear of isolation, yes, it can
Fear
be
of
one thing.
isolation meaning what?
Ki then people take it in a wrong way and they will not behave as normally, or they will not accept their fault. They just keep on blaming, and when I express my part of hurt, they
करो ना
don't
कि
accept it.
आप अपने माइंड में 1 मिनट के लिए ये अज्यूम करो ना कि दिस इज हैपनिंग फॉर मंथ्स. सो आप एकदम ऑपोजिट पर्सन हो हु इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी क्वाइट. तो आपको ये सिखाया गया है कि बी क्वाइट एंड मेंटेन द पीस इन द हाउस. ठीक है. अब मैं बोल रहा हूँ आप थोड़े टाइम के लिए, जब तक हम बात कर रहे हैं, इमेजिन करो कि यू आर एन ऑपोजिट पर्सन.
Who is expressing and not fear of the fights and all. Hello?
कैन यू हियर मी?
Hello?
हाँ.
Can you hear?
हाँ. तो आप 2 मिनट के लिए अज्यूम करो कि यू आर एन ऑपोजिट पर्सन एंड यू विल स्पीक वट एवर आपको बोलना है, आप वो बोलोगे और जो होगा वो होगा. अब मैं आपको ये बोल रहा हूँ क्या होगा, ये मेरे को डिस्क्राइब करो. मान लो कि ये 3-4 महीने तक ऐसा ही चलता रहे, 6 महीने तक ऐसे ही चलता रहे. आपको जो मन में आपके आ रहा है आप वो बोल रहे हो. फाइट हो रही है तो हो रही है, आर्ग्यूमेंट्स हो रहे हैं तो हो रहे हैं, डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस हो रही है तो हो रही है, बट आप ये कर रहे हो. तो हाउ विल लाइफ बी?
Yeah, so then I get a fear of like people will think like how she speaks, yeah, how she is reacting,
What is
how
the
she's
worst that can
behaving,
happen? What is
how
the worst
she's,
thing that can happen?
yeah, they will say, they will label me with all the wrong this thing ki zyada, because in the past whenever I have tried this thing, so I have been labeled as कि ज़्यादा बोलने लग गई है, ज़्यादा पढ़ने लग गई है, ज़्यादा बाहर निकलने लगी है, ऐसे कौन से लोगों के साथ you have started meeting कि people are telling you all these things and all that stuff, कि ज़्यादा अंडरस्टैंडिंग मतलब ज़्यादा पढ़ने लगी है, in the sense कि like I have been reading a lot, like I have told you, on these, because of awakening or awareness or whatever, I have been drawn into all this stuff.
हाँ,
So then
तो
when
अभी
I
तो
say
आपने
all
ये
these things,
हाँ,
yeah,
अभी तो आपने ये थोड़ा सा ही बोला है, तो यू हैव हर्ड ऑल दीज थिंग्स।
yes,
तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि आप एकदम फुल ऑन जैसे आपको बोलना है आप वैसा बोलने लगो, तो देन व्हाट इज द वर्स्ट दैट विल हैपन? So the worst that will happen is that people will label you as a बहुत ही वो है, बदतमीज है या
hmm,
इसको कुछ, तो that's the worst that will happen. उससे ज्यादा
yeah,
कुछ worst नहीं हो सकता.
yeah.
Okay. So the worst thing that you will face in all this by opening up is that people will label you कि आप बहुत मुंहफट हो गए और आप बहुत बदतमीज हो.
Labeling, and then obviously I told you earlier also ना, domestic this thing. So वो दोनों का ही combination, like obviously label भी हो जाएगा, हो सकता है, and obviously जो domestic violence होता है वो
Domestic
भी
violence
किस
है वो.
level तक भी गया है. So I think I
हाँ,
get fear of that only because I don't want to go into that level of thing.
correct, correct, correct. Correct. So that is what you are avoiding by staying
Yes.
quiet, right? So
Yes.
आपको आपके लिए आइडियल सॉल्यूशन क्या है? आपके मन में जो आइडियल सॉल्यूशन है इस चीज का, यू टेल मी इफ आई एम राइट और रॉन्ग, आपके मन में आइडियल सॉल्यूशन इस चीज का ये है कि मैं अपनी बात भी करूं और डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस भी ना हो,
People should understand their
एंड पीपल शुड
part,
अंडरस्टैंड.
their mistakes
हाँ,
also, like if they make me realize कि ऐसे ऐसे है, so then if I'm saying कि why the things are happening, I mean mistakes can happen from both the sides. So if the सामने वाला person is not able to understand, do not accept actually कि they have done something wrong. Like I have told you, I'm in a narcissistic relationship, so वो वहां पे
हाँ,
acceptance का वो है ही नहीं. So then the
करेक्ट,
things really get worse, which goes really bad.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट,
Then control of finances also happens, domestic violence तो है ही, then labeling and all that stuff.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट, करेक्ट. So basically वही I am saying कि you want that people around you they should be more understanding of your situation, then this problem will resolve. Yes.
See,
And
I
you also
used
know
to
the
think
answer.
that way. I think I used to think that way, but now I think after this awareness and talking to you, and I have told you, like I have done other sessions, taken other sessions also. So now I come to the point that everything is in you, because of you only. You have attracted this type of situation due to some of your unconscious beliefs or maybe patterns. So that is what.
That is one. So attracting is one part and continuing is also another part,
Hmm. Okay.
right? So
Hmm.
attracting तो हो गया, जो 10, 15, 20 साल पहले वो तो हो गया ना,
Hmm. Hmm.
लेकिन continuing with it is also another thing to look into it.
Right.
So that's another part that you have to also see. So अब attracting तो भूल जाओ, वो खत्म, वो chapter close, वो हो चुका.
Hmm.
अब the next chapter in front of you right now is that it is continuing with you. It is happening. It is still happening. And what is it that you need to do in order to take control of this situation? ऑब्वियसली जो अभी हमने बात की आइडियल सिचुएशन की, आप अपनी बात करो और वो सारे लोग समझ जाएं आपकी बात, और ना तो कोई डिसएग्रीमेंट हो, ना कोई डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस हो, That is the ideal situation, है ना?
Hypothetically, yes.
हाँ, so I am not saying your expectation is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. Like expectation wise, correct. So a husband and wife need to have this expectation from each other कि वो एक दूसरे को समझे. तो वो expectation गलत नहीं है. बट अब आप जिस सिचुएशन में उसमें वो एक्सपेक्टेशन कितनी वैलिड है ये मुझे बताओ.
0. No value.
तो फिर व्हाट विल यू डू? बात अब इसी एक्सपेक्टेशन से चिपक के बैठे रहोगे क्या?
No.
तो जो चीज पॉसिबल ही नहीं है होना, तो अब फिर उस पे बात करो ना. दैट डजंट मीन कि आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन गलत है. दैट डजंट मीन कि लेट्स से कि फॉर एग्जांपल यू वांट टू हैव दिस एक्सपेक्टेशन विद a different future partner or something like that. No, don't label this expectation wrong. Right? I'm just making that difference कि ये एक्सपेक्टेशन गलत नहीं है. कोई आपको एक इंसान नहीं दे पाया इसका मतलब नहीं कि दुनिया में ये एक्सपेक्टेशन करनी ही गलत हो गई. ठीक है, तो एक्सपेक्टेशन को मत लेबल करो. एक हस्बैंड वाइफ के बीच में इतनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो होनी चाहिए कि इतनी तो एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि अंडरस्टैंड ईच अदर. नहीं तो व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ दैट रिलेशनशिप? अकेले ही रहो फिर. So two people come together to enjoy life together, to share a life together. Two people want to share their dreams, their life, their happiness, their sorrow, everything. That is why two people want to belong to each other, want to have a harmonious relationship. So I'm not talking ki codependent relationship honi chahiye. No, an interdependent relationship is also a harmonious relationship. Interdependent relationship has an element of understanding. पर अगर वो नहीं हो रही है, अगर आपका पार्टनर वो केपेबल नहीं है देने के, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि दुनिया से वो एक्सपेक्टेशन करना ही बंद कर दो. सो हम ये रूल ही अपना लें कि एक्सपेक्टेशंस आर रॉन्ग. नो, एक्सपेक्टेशंस आर नॉट रॉन्ग, बट यू नीड टू नो कि अभी क्या करना है. अब ये नहीं हो सकता. ये एक्सपेक्टेशन रॉन्ग नहीं है, वो पर्सन रॉन्ग जिससे आप कर रहे हो. नॉट केपेबल ऑफ गिविंग इट. तो अब आपके पास नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है?
So I should have a courage to speak up for the right stuff for myself.
हाँ, आपको कॉन्सिक्वेंस से डर लगता है. बेसिकली द कंक्लूजन ऑफ दिस होल थिंग इज कि यू आर अफ्रेड ऑफ द कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस.
Yes.
पर आप एक चीज ये भूल गए हो कि हम जिस यूनिवर्स में रहते हैं ना, उसमें आप कुछ करो तो भी कॉन्सिक्वेंस है और कुछ ना करो तो भी कॉन्सिक्वेंस है. तो आपको ना सिर्फ करने के कॉन्सिक्वेंस ही दिख रहे हैं, ना करने के कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस दिख नहीं रहे हैं, सिर्फ फील हो रहे हैं.
Correct.
तो उस पर अवेयरनेस भी लाने की जरूरत है. आपको सिर्फ वो कॉन्सिक्वेंस दिखते हैं कि अगर मैंने ऐसे कर दिया तो ऐसा हो जाएगा, लेकिन आपको ये कॉन्सिक्वेंस नहीं दिखता है कि अगर मैं नहीं किया तो मैं क्या सफर कर रही हूँ. एंड देन विच वन इज मोर. तो यू चूज व्हाट कॉन्सिक्वेंस यू कैन लिव विद. अल्टीमेटली कॉन्सिक्वेंस तो हम सब लोगों के आगे आएंगे. हम खाना खाएं या नहीं खाएं, दोनों के ही कॉन्सिक्वेंस आने वाले. हम सोएं या नहीं सोएं, दोनों के ही कॉन्सिक्वेंस आने वाले. तो आपको अब ये देखना है कि आप कौन से कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस को हैंडल कर सकते हो.
Right.
So you have to make that choice yourself.
Right.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to say anything, then they can now. So anyone wants to join into this conversation that we are currently having? Yes, Tarun, go ahead.
Yeah,
just go
first of
unmute
all,
and
good
talk.
evening. Good evening, 𝗕𝗏 and the team who is there right now and giving such a beautiful platform us to speak some our kind of and disturbed relationships what we are going on. Right now, I'm on the verge of taking a separation next month officially, along with my
Just 1
husband.
minute, Taran, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'll come to you in a minute. Just want to conclude. I was saying that if anyone has anything for Neelu, anyone wants to say anything to Neelu
Okay, okay,
before
okay.
we
You can take your time.
just,
I couldn't
yeah,
hear
then
the
I'll come to you.
okay, so I couldn't exactly hear the context, but I would like to add something like if at all I can just somebody can just 2 minutes tell me.
Yes, go ahead, sis. Your
So I mean
voice
I
is not
couldn't
very clear.
hear basically the entire thing. So if someone can tell me, then I can add on something maybe.
No, that's okay. Maybe anybody else, because we need to move to the next
Okay.
conversation.
Sachin, I think let's move to the next conversation. We are 20 minutes up, and let's give an opportunity to other questions.
Cool. So Karma, you wanted to say something that time I interviewed. Is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just feel that many a times because we don't have conviction in what we feel and what we think, we tend to shy away from expressing openly. So I think whether Ritu or this madam, they need to feel from inner side, inside, that what they're thinking is right. I feel some many a times we try to take shelters of these bahanas to, just satisfy our mind very superficially, and that's what essentially creates the conflict. So I would request both of them and anyone else ki पहले आप जो सोच रहे हो ना उसमें आप कितने खुद कन्विंस्ड हो और कितना कन्विक्शन है अपना खुद का, ये अगर आप थोड़ा सा मतलब कोशिश करोगे समझने की, हाफ ऑफ योर प्रॉब्लम्स कुड बी प्रोबेबली एड्रेस्ड इन दैट प्रोसेस. सो दुनिया की सोचते हुए ना, दुनिया दोनों तरफ से कहीं से नहीं आती है. You have to stand for yourself at the end of the day. That's all I can say right now. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sukarma. Thanks. So Neelu, yes, I think the the message that I gave you last time also, and again this time I will say the same thing, that ultimately you cannot uh, run away from consequences. That's the thing. Now you have to choose which consequences you are ready to handle. You cannot quit this game also.
Yeah,
तो
obviously.
ये ऐसा
Mhm.
ऐसा गेम है जो हम क्विट भी नहीं कर सकते, हमें खेलना ही है, और इसका फल भी हमको मिलेगा ही, जो भी हम करें या नहीं करें उसका फल भी हमारे आगे आएगा ही.
Hmm.
तो ये एक ऐसा गेम है. तो अब देखना आपको है कि इफ यू टॉक देन देयर आर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, इफ यू डोंट टॉक देन देयर आर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. आप किसमें satisfied फील करते हो, because your own mental, emotional, physical well-being will be at risk.
If
So
not
you have to
expressing.
prioritize that and say कि
Mhm.
हाँ, कौन सा क्या है जो मैं हैंडल कर सकती हूँ, कौन सी कैसे. अगर आपको लगता है कि बोलने से बहुत डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस होने वाली है एंड ऑल दैट, एंड आई एम नॉट रेडी टू टेक इट, तो फिर ठीक है, देन मेक इट योर चॉइस टू स्टे क्वाइट. Then don't make it a choice that is imposed on you. Then you say कि नहीं ये मेरी choice,
Hmm.
right? और अगर अगर बोलना है और आपको पता है कि ये, अगर आपको ये लगता है कि हाँ डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस होगी एंड आई हैव टू हैंडल दैट, बट मैं चुप नहीं रह सकती, ये बहुत हो गया, बिकॉज आई एम मेंटली गेटिंग हरास्ड बाय ऑल दीज थिंग्स, तो भी
Because
आप
by
ही को
not speaking, emotionally harassment and emotionally
है
hurt,
ना.
and yeah, that is happening.
हाँ, दैट वो होगा ही डेफिनेटली, वो होगा ही,
Because
और
if I'm
वो
avoiding,
और आप ही झेल रहे हो दोनों.
yeah, if
एक
I'm
तरफ
avoiding
इमोशनल है,
outside ka, तो but it is
एक तरफ
internally
फिजिकल है.
infect, yeah,
हाँ
happening.
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. एंड आई एम नॉट इन योर सिचुएशन, सो आई कैनॉट टेल यू कि ये करो,
Hmm.
क्योंकि सबका अपना अपना टॉलरेंस, पेशेंस लेवल अपना अपना है कि किसको क्या है. तो मैं तो आई कैन ओनली जस्ट से टू यू कि करो या मत करो, कॉन्सिक्वेंस तो दोनों ही रास्ते में आपके आने वाले हैं, पर अब ये चूज करो कि कौन से कॉन्सिक्वेंस को आप हैंडल कर सकते हो। और मान लो कि आप ये डिसाइड करते हो कि मैं ये रास्ता चूज करती हूँ, बट मेरे में अभी भी उसको हैंडल करने की कैपेसिटी नहीं है, तो फिर उस कैपेसिटी को बिल्ड करो।
करेक्ट। हम्म।
राइट?
हम्म।
रास्ता चूज करो, कैपेसिटी को बिल्ड करो एंड ओन इट फुल्ली। फिर बार बार ये नहीं बोलने का कि ये उसकी वजह से वो लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं, या फिर ये बोलो कि नहीं, ये मैं ही चूज कर रही हूँ। देन ओन इट, कि अगर आपको चुप रहना है तो आर यू ओन इट एंड यू से नहीं, ये अब, हाँ ठीक है, उन्होंने आपको ये बताया, वो एडवाइस की तरह या सजेशन की तरह लो, और ये बोलो कि नहीं, अभी ये किसी ने तो मेरे को बताया है, लेकिन अभी ये मैं अपना डिसीजन बना रही हूँ, अभी ये मेरे को करना है। देन यू फुल्ली ओन इट, या यू फुल्ली ओन कि नहीं, मुझे नहीं चुप रहना, देन यू फुल्ली ओन दैट ऑल्सो। पहले ओनरशिप लाओ फुल, कि जो भी कॉन्सिक्वेंस होगी वो मैं तैयार हूँ फेस करने के, तो दैट इज ओनरशिप। फिर उसमें कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं ढूंढना, और फिर उसको झेलने के लिए आपको जो भी कैपेसिटी, जो भी स्किल्स बिल्ड करने हैं, उस पर काम करो।
राइट, आई एग्री। थैंक यू,
ठीक है,
थैंक यू
नो
सो
प्रॉब्लम,
मच।
थैंक्स। ओके, Taranum, let's go to you. Yes.
Yeah, can I put my word now?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, just as I told you, I have been in a very troubled relationship since last 10 years. I have been very patiently waiting for this relationship to end on a very happy note, but ultimately it didn't. So next month, officially, I'll be taking a separation from along with my husband. And this is because due to medical issues, what I'm facing. Not me, my husband is facing with his health issues.
Right. Okay.
And moreover part, when I just got married, before this, my family were like kept hidden with the truth word of he had quite a lot of seizures. This my family didn't know. Then I got married, and after the day I married, that night only I got to know he has seizures, because their family members, they came and they kept me the medicine in my hand, and they told your husband is suffering from seizures and he has met with an accident,
I
so you have to
think
take care.
I remember you had this, we had this chat in the group also, no?
Yes,
Few days ago, I think.
absolutely. So I am
Now I
not going into very detailed thing. I want to just put on a very brief, and let me be very crystal clear with all these things. This was the main medical and health issue of my husband, and it is becoming more and more of aggressiveness in him. And when he speaks something to me, the next day he forgets what he's speaking. He's not like reliable, and I'm not reliable on to what talks I have to have on trust issues. Today, if I speak something today, if I speak to him, the next day he's like blank. Did I tell you? Did I tell you?
Right.
This is what the question mark is. So I'm not able to handle this. When I spoke to his surgeon, when his neurosurgeon, he told this aggressiveness will be building every day, every day. And for lifelong, he has to be on tablets. So right now he's taking 𝗕𝗵𝗿𝗇, that is anti-seizure tablets.
Right.
So this is building up more and more troublesome for me, which I've lost my 10 years of my precious life, sir. I have no kids.
Yeah, I remember we had this conversation in the group. Yeah, so this was an arranged marriage, right?
Yes, this was absolute arranged marriage. But in this, they did not inform my parents he had health issues. This was the dark hidden secret from my family.
Right.
And
Right.
this is what this 10 years I have been carrying this relationship on a very beautiful platform. I thought if I would have been in this man's shoes, maybe even I would have done the same thing. Which parents does not want to their children to have a beautiful life? Thinking of
Right.
this only, I give so much of my precious time being so patient and living a happy and a good life. And this past, since like COVID happened, everything, every They used to stay at home. These things went on aggressiveness more and more, because I don't like tips and issues and quarrelsome. I'm not that kind of lady where I don't know, where I have to have every time tips and issues. I tell him clearly. Everything I tell him very clearly. Just be patient, just be calm. This will does wonders to your life. But this is not happening to him, because every day he's becoming aggressiveness, a karma.
Mhm.
So this part I'm not able to handle now. This is going beyond of my control. Now neurosurgeons, they have suggested me to stop this relationship as soon as possible, or else this will take a toll on my health.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
So
yeah.
this
And
is it.
and what
This is it.
what is it that you are? So again, I'm going to ask you one question. And so
Yes.
you neurosurgeons have told you this, and you are also suffering from this for last 10 years. So things are very clear to you. So what is
Yes.
the question?
Yeah.
What is
This
it that you're still
neurosurgeon is
struggling with?
not the Akarma. This neurosurgeon is not the current neurosurgeon. When he had met an accident, that surgeon only is handling his case until now. So I had spoken to this surgeon, particularly to his
Right.
surgeon itself.
Right. Yeah. So the neurosurgeon has told you that uh, relationship is going to be strained with your
Ye-
husband. So he's told you that.
Yes.
And not
Yes.
only he told you that, but you are experiencing it every day
Yes.
anyway. It's
Absolutely.
not that someone has to tell you, you are experiencing it,
Yes, I'm
right?
experiencing on my capability and my thoughts, what I feel like. If I tell to people, yeah, he's acting like this at home, nobody believes me. Where I should go and bang my head. This is the worst part of me and what I'm facing it.
Yeah, yeah. So what exactly is your challenge? What
My
is the
ch-
question that is troubling you?
my question, actually until now I did not think I had to separate. But now, as
Right.
things have gone to an ugly and a worse part, which I'm not able to understand this man sometimes, because he's not reliable on his words. Today, if he tells something, it is not like a magnet, he sticks to it. He forgets ultimately. He's blank.
Yeah.
He's total blank.
Mhm.
On what part of my life I have to rely, and I put a shoulder onto this man?
Hmm. I understand. Um, Stuti, your hand is up. You want to comment on this topic?
Yeah. So just wanted to, I'm not sure if I've understood you right, Taranu. My mother also used to
Yes.
have seizures when she was into a paralytic state. And it was very scary to see her having those seizures. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so is it the same thing that I'm understanding?
No, actually, one more thing I forgot.
Stuti, your voice is fluctuating.
Okay. Am I clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to understand, Taranu, is it like, even my mother had when she had paralysis. So she used to
Oh,
jump on the bed, and that was, it was kind of an electric shock in the brain. That's how
okay.
what the doctors defined as seizures. So are they the same?
No,
That's what I wanted to
no,
understand.
no, Stuti, this is not same.
Okay, it's not the same.
Because my husband, he does not have seizures from exterior part.
Okay.
He has inside towards his brain. He has frictions in interior of part of his brain where he has developed a scar in his brain. So frictions happen interiors of his brain, not exterior. Exterior, it looks like he's a very healthy man, but frictions happen interior of his brain. So this is the more dangerous and an ugly part I have seen of this man.
Okay. Um, so what I understood from your conversation today and the post that you wrote earlier, if I conclude this, tell me if this is the right conclusion or not. That first thing,
Yes,
you feel that this whole situation was imposed on you. You married a person and you didn't know about this situation, and it just came as a surprise, and you didn't have any
yes,
say in this. So that was the
absolutely.
first thing. And now second thing that you are again struggling is the fact that now because of all this you have to separate or divorce or leave this marriage. And once again you are feeling that this kind of decision is getting imposed on you. Like it's not you who's choosing, but the situation, the way it is becoming, you feel very restricted. There are no other options.
Yes,
And you
absolute.
feel very helpless that this is the only option you have to choose and you're not happy about that option.
Yes, absolute. So I had a conversation along with my family members. Even they didn't knew about anything about this because I didn't want to put any kind of an traumatized situations in my family. So after thinking of much, when these things went out of my control, beyond of my thoughts, everything, I just put a word, and they have just supported me. What you want from in your interior feelings, if you feel like, yes, I have to let go the situation and I have to live a good and peaceful life, then we support you. There's no harm in just leaving the man, because if he has many of medical and health issues, you don't have any shoulder to support you beyond. So thinking of this, I have thought of just getting separated, Akarma.
I understand. I get that. I totally understand. And look, at the end of the day, um you are in that situation. You are feeling the pain of it. So
Yes,
I can relate to that. I get that what you're saying. Uh, so I can relate to it. But at the same time, you are the one who is feeling the pain. Now,
yes.
the question is not that whether you should stay or whether you should go. I think what
Hmm.
the hesitation or the problem that I am sensing is that you're hesitating to make that decision.
Hesitating, yeah, you can tell probably this word also, but as of now, I have become much more bold into my decision making, Akarma, where I have to put this relationship a full stop.
So then what is the problem?
Problem what I have faced in since this last 10 years, where I have just left out my young age and a beautiful life, which I would have left it very beautifully, that did not happen into me. I had to be every time onto medical issues, doctors, taking care. This is all the bonus fit I have got until this 10 years of my life.
Right, right. I
So this I feel like
I
I have
only I know
done.
one thing. I know one thing that I say to in many conversations this comes up, and the thing is that every situation, these kind of situations we face in our life, this setup is there to teach us something.
Mm-hmm,
Now, you have faced this problem for whatever reason. Like many people will believe that it is about past karmas or karmic debt and karmic relationships, all that. Fine.
mm-hmm,
I believe in those things as well. But
mm-hmm,
without going in the details of any of that, that's just a reason for you to feel good about why this is happening and this is all that, right? But at the
mm-hmm,
end of the day, it is happening.
mm-hmm.
Now, the question
Yes.
is that it is happening and what are you learning from it? Because
Yeah.
why it is important for you to learn something from it? Because if you don't, such kind of situations will repeat.
Yes, but one more thing I have learned on moral grounds is I stood for everything. I stood for this man and his family. I respect, I care, I have given what all they wanted from my side. I have just given them on moral good grounds. But ultimately, they all left me all alone when I just told I'm getting separated because he has health issues. I'm not able to handle this pressure much more. They left me all alone on this battleground. And now, until now,
Right.
since 1 month, nobody has connection along with me now. This is worst part.
Yeah.
I felt very bad, doing so much to these people. I never deserve this kind of an shit. This part is very, very ugly to me also. This is like
That
traumatizing
is
me every day.
that is my question to you. That is my question to you. When you say I don't deserve this, that is my question to you. That how are you coming to that conclusion?
Coming to
It is happening
conclusion,
to you. It is
yes,
happening to
yes,
you. It is happening,
yes.
right? So whether you deserve it or not, what is that going to do? So this question that I don't deserve it or do I deserve it? The answer to that question is going to do what to you?
It
The
has to do
question I'm
got to do
asking
nothing.
you is that
Yes.
the question I'm asking is that What are you
Mm-hmm.
ultimately learning from
Learning, see, every time I have given only, I have not taken anything. So it has to be like give and take. It's not has to be like give, give, give. There has to be like give respect and take respect. Simple words. I have only given.
it? So there is
Nothing is
still,
been.
there is still,
I
understand,
did not
understand.
receive anything. So moral
Yeah.
grounds, give respect and gain respect. Respect is more
Uh,
important anything in human part of life. I feel.
that you
So
feel
this,
right now because this is not what you are getting. So that is what you feel.
yes,
So this conclusion you are making is from the space of that lack that you are not getting it. So that's why you are concluding this.
yes, absolute.
And that's fine. No problem in that. That's not a problem. So that's fine. However, I think that you are still missing on the bigger picture here.
Yes,
And that bigger picture is not going to be very clear to you until you heal this grieving that you are doing right now. So there is a grieving that is happening, which is happening for last 10 years actually. So the
yes,
grieving
absolute.
that is happening here is the grieving of your life that you could have.
Yes,
So you are missing on the life that you could have had if your husband was not sick, if your husband was healthier, if your husband was different, if
yes,
all those
absolute.
ifs that are there. So you are grieving a loss,
Yes,
and that grieving has not finished. On top of
yes,
that, now if you are going to separate from your husband, another grieving will start of this thing that now you have lost a relationship also, and you will again
yes,
go in the same circle. Why this happens to me? Why this keeps happening to me only? Why
absolute,
do I
absolute.
deserve this? And why people do treat me like this and all that? So this whole
100%.
circle, yeah. So that needs to heal. So you've not healed from one loss. You are now stepping into a second loss,
I
and
know.
this is going to compound.
Yes, I know this.
If you know this, then what are you doing about it?
Nothing.
Then how is
So
it
I
going
thought,
to solve?
so as of now, what I have thought officially when I get separated the next month, and after that, I'll plan out for myself and for my life what I have to do.
Correct.
So this is what I have thought.
Okay.
I know
That's good.
life won't be very easy for me. It is not easy cake. I have to work hard very on a very restrictive area
It's
where I will be
not
standing
easy
all
right
alone for
now
myself.
also for you. It's not easy
But
right now also for you. It's
yes, sir,
going to
it
be
is going.
hard this way or that way. Both ways it's hard.
Yes, both ways, both ways. I have to choose one right way for me, what I feel in inner peace. Inner peace, I feel
That's
like it is better I get separated.
that's what we can all do. We like I was telling to Nilu also that ultimately consequence will be there. You stay in this marriage, there is consequences. You go out of this marriage, there are consequences. But you have to
Yes,
own which consequences you are ready to handle, and you have to
yes,
completely own that decision.
yes.
But
I'm very super
owning that
confident.
decision,
I have to get
so one,
separated.
yeah. So that's that. Then you own that decision, you take the action. However, still, there is still one thing remaining after that also. After doing all that, is you still need to complete your grieving process. Just
Yes,
because you
absolutely.
have accepted the decision and you are taking the decision doesn't mean it will not hurt you. It will still hurt you,
Yes,
right? So, so
yes.
you have to now. Earlier, it would have hurt you, and you would have felt like a victim that
Mm-hmm.
why this happened to me, why I am the this person. Now you are choosing this. So
Yes,
whether the fire hit you by accident or you put your hand in the fire, both ways, it will burn,
yes,
right? So just because I'm consciously putting my hand in the fire doesn't mean it's not going to burn. It's still going to burn. But I'm choosing to do that, and I'm ready to take the heat, and I'm ready to handle it. But it will burn, and I know, and I still
mm-hmm.
have to do something to heal it.
Yes.
So just because you're taking a decision consciously doesn't
Mhm.
negate the fact that you still have to complete your grieving process.
Yes.
So be conscious about that. And once this is all over, this is finished,
Mm-hmm.
and you prioritize yourself, then the first thing you prioritize is you complete that heal. That is the first thing you do.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for so much of your time, precious time investing and speaking to us all our grievances, all our problems through this beautiful platform. You and Akarma and Mr. Kumar has given us an Anamika as well.
No problems. Thanks. Thanks, Taranam.
Mr. Kumar, for you also hats off to you. Listening to our grievances, everything. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
This is much more a prioritized way where we can put a word and just relieve ourselves and just have more inner calm in ourselves. This is what I feel coming to your kind of an WhatsApp group, what you have made. It's very nice, and I feel like, yeah, now I've shed something out and I've got some more powerful kind of an words which we can push ourselves into our beautiful lives.
Thanks. Thanks
This
for
is
that, Taranam. That's great.
Thank you.
my
Yes.
pleasure.
Wish you all the best for this.
Thank you, sir.
Akarma, what do you mean by
Yes,
the grieving process? What you said to Tarannum just now?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
What is grieving process?
Sorry.
Akarma, Nitish is asking, what is the grieving process? What is this grief process that you just spoke to Taranam about?
Right. Right. Okay. So we did a call on this some time back as well. So just in a nutshell, I'll share. You are you part of our WhatsApp group, Nitesh?
Yes, yes, Akarma. Yes, I'm part of that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So in our YouTube channel, we have listed a video, a talk on this. We did a 1.5 hour talk on this. So nutshell, I'll tell you what that is, and then you can watch the brief, sorry, not the descriptive video in your time. That will give you more details about this thing.
Sure, sir,
So
please.
grieving, we normally attach a grieving process to death. Mostly people associate grieving with death, which is fine. That is not that is okay. So that is one part of grieving. But grieving is not only just related to death; it is related to any kind of loss also. So when people lose a significant relationship, whether they are married or not married, some people are not married, but in a relationship for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, they are in a relationship and they're not married. But if that they separate from that person or they lose that person for whatever reason, there's a breakup or separation or divorce, that also is a loss, and the same stages of grieving gets triggered as part of a death. There are 5 stages that are there. Again, the video will tell you all those stages. Now each of those stage, they are linear in nature, as in like they come one after the other. The first stage is denial, and then anger, bargaining. After that, there is a depression stage, and then there is acceptance. So as you can see that denial and acceptance, denial is first stage while acceptance is fifth stage. There is three in between. But many times people feel that, okay, now I am not in denial, this happened. Denial means that a quick, very like a shock, initial disbelief that this actually happened. So you are kind of in a shock that you're not even accepting that this thing has happened. So for some people, it could take few minutes, few hours. For some people, it could take days. You may have seen that many times there's a death in the family, and some family members don't even react, and everyone is trying to make them cry and all that. So accept it, but they're not crying. They're total in disbelief and shock that this has actually happened. So that's a denial stage. But once the person has come out of denial, it doesn't mean now they are accepting it. So acceptance, Not in denial doesn't mean acceptance. So if you are separating, if a divorce is happening now, for a long time the couple will be in denial that something like this can happen. But now that they are okay, they can see that yes, a divorce is inevitable, separation is inevitable. That doesn't mean acceptance is there, because a stage of acceptance is very different. Not in denial is not the same as acceptance. That's a misconception. So many people just believe that okay, now I'm not in denial, so I'm in acceptance. They skip all the stages, and life doesn't work like that. So the stages of anger, depression, sadness, guilt, all those emotions will be there. Just by us keep saying I accept, I accept, I accept, it doesn't work like that. So for that reason, there are many people who will keep struggling with this for years. Like say, for example, take Taranum's example only. She got married 10 years ago. So initial disbelief that I got married to a person like this, and who they hid the fact from me that he was medically sick and all that. So initial disbelief, shock came. After that, anger stage came, and all that. She's angry about that part, and that this is what has happened to her. It's not her choice. So it was imposed on her. 10 years have passed. She's still angry about it. She still feels that she's lost her youth. She's lost her time. She could have had a better relationship with someone else and all that. So that grieving has not completed. She is still in the anger stage. So that portion needs to be completed. So she comes to this acceptance and close this chapter. Acceptance is about closure. When the real acceptance happens, then the memories of that person, the memories of those incidents will not disturb her. So once she will come to a real closure, real acceptance of this that has happened, and she sees some beautiful side of this thing. That is why I was asking her, what is this situation trying to teach you? So we call this collateral beauty. Collateral beauty is seeing the beauty in the most ugliest of the situations. So when you are capable of seeing the beauty in the most ugliest of situations and you see that, then a kind of acceptance seeps in. Then you can see that I have actually gained more than I thought that I have lost. So when that happens, then the real acceptance comes. And when that real acceptance comes, then the memory of this incident, memory of her husband, anything will not trigger her anymore, will not disturb her anymore. Right now, it disturbs her. No matter how much she will keep saying, I accept this happened, just go and sit in meditations and do whatever and all that. None of this is going to bring her to peace. The only thing that is going to bring her to peace when she sees the collateral beauty in this, when she sees that this has given her more than she's lost. Right now, she feels she's lost a lot. But when she will see that I've actually gained more, then that acceptance will come. That is what the situation has come to teach her. So
Awesome.
that that part is that needs to be completed. That whole process needs to be completed. So we did I just few days ago only we launched e-learning journey on this as well, that how to heal grief. This is especially about people who are going through such kind of separations and divorce, or after divorce has happened and many things, and lost relationship in the past and all that. So we launched a whole e-learning journey on this to complete this grieving process, following these stages that I've just talked about.
And Nitesh, while you get full information, while you subscribe to our e-learning journeys, I would also encourage you to go to our YouTube channel and just type in, it's the YouTube channel name is Anamify, and you just have to type in healing from grief. A recent call, September 13th, we uploaded it. I encourage you to
Okay.
go and listen to this. Okay.
Thanks, Umar. Definitely, I will do that. Thanks, 𝗖𝗹𝗿.
So does that answer your question, Nitesh? Does it give you
Definitely.
enough?
Yes, you provided nearly all the information, and I will look out for the keywords, and definitely it will lead somewhere. Thanks.
All right. Anything anyone wants to say or before we wrap up? Whoever is left, Rashmi, Taranum,
Yeah, I
Sukarma.
want, Akarma, I just want, me, Tarannum, I
Yes,
just
Taranum,
want
go
to
ahead.
let you know, we like ladies who are facing this kind of turbulences and disturbing life, where you can just put us a very good platform where you can just let us know after this kind of dealing with all kind of this ugly process in our life ahead, what kind of things we can do ahead beautiful from with our lives. Can you just give some good notions on videos or anything as such where we can just look ahead and have some kind of good experiences
Videos in the sense that we keep uploading
on
useful
moral
videos in
grounds?
our YouTube channel.
Okay, surely.
What?
Until now, I haven't watched it. I will surely watch it.
Yeah, there are more than 40, 45 videos there already. So almost 50 videos are there. So watch that, and we keep uploading more content there. See, one thing is there that the platform that we have, the
Mm-hmm.
WhatsApp platform and these calls that we are doing, awareness is very important.
Yes,
Awareness is
absolutely.
very important that what is it that I am struggling with. So getting that clarity that what is the problem and where do I need to fix and what do I need to fix and all that. So that is there. The second step after awareness is to take action, do something
Yes.
about it, right? So uh, for that you have
Mm-hmm.
to work with someone, and I keep saying the same thing that it's not that people have to only work with us. As
Okay.
long as you have awareness and you know you trust somebody else, you want to work with someone. So resolve your issues, and if you want to have a guided approach with somebody else, you do that. You want to come
Okay.
to us, you come to us. If you want to subscribe to e-learning journeys, you subscribe to e-learning journeys. This is one of the most cost effective platforms that we have created for this reason only, that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there is a guidance there that okay, now I know I don't know how to set healthy boundaries, so we've created a e-learning journey for that. So now if someone understands that my problem is I'm not able to set healthy boundaries, and they keep asking what do I do, I say I can't tell you more simply than that just take a 1 month subscription, cost you
Mm-hmm.
295, and just complete the journey. So I can't make it more simpler than this. So this
Okay.
is the most simplest thing that we have done. That if someone feels that we are taken for granted, then there is a journey for that. If someone is struggling with grief and they want to heal the grief, we now release
Mm.
the journey for that. If
Yes.
someone feel that I can't find the right partner, I always feel intimidated with people, and I'm not able to have a very healthy, harmonious relationship with my husband or with my wife,
Mm-hmm.
then we have an attachment style journey which talks about that how you identify insecure attachment styles
Mm-hmm.
and work on that.
Yeah.
Everything very systematically over there, right? So
Oh,
objective is that once you clarify, once you understand where you are stuck and what
mm-hmm.
is the problem that you need to resolve, then the
Mm-hmm.
next step is you go ahead and take action.
Okay.
Otherwise these problems will just keep repeating. There's no
Okay.
end to it. We can keep
Mm-hmm.
talking as much as we can, but sometime action has to be taken.
Yes, absolutely. I understand. I will surely hit this nail.
And just to
So
add what Karma was mentioning, I just want to tell you, Tarannum, Neelu, or Ritu, or anybody who's in this call today, the
Yes,
e-learning
Kumar.
journeys which has been created are exceptional. When I say exceptional, uh,
Mm-hmm.
do it seriously. Subscribe for it, as Akarma was mentioning that it is something about your own self. It's not, see, one thing is for sure, we cannot change anybody in this world. Do you agree?
Yes.
We cannot. The only thing that we can do is look into ourselves and ask,
Mm-hmm.
What can I do? What can I change in myself? Or why is this happening? Though that exact things will be given to you in those e-learning journeys, along with some
Mm-hmm.
contemplation questions, which will help you really sit down, take a book and a paper, pen and a book, and just ask yourself, why is it happening and what can be done? If you're
Mm-hmm.
not there on the e-learning journeys, Taranam, I would highly encourage you to subscribe for it, or anybody for that matter in this group, and start with healing the attachments to heal the romance. It's a e-learning journey where you will
Mm-hmm.
know why you are behaving the way you are, or what makes it you. You understood, right? So
Yeah.
it's an amazing journey. Even after that, you need any help. That's what Akarma was saying. You can come to us. So this
Yeah, sure,
very
sure. Looking
cost-effective
forward.
way to learn, cost-effective way to learn by your own self. Easy learning journey. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Sure, Mr. Kumar.
Great. Thanks. Thanks, Kumar.
Anybody else has any questions, any doubts, anything else before we end the call today?
I think so. Nobody has it. No call. I myself, I want to speak for 2 seconds or 3 seconds, not more than that. I seriously don't want to bog you off down also with my talks.
No, no. Just go ahead, Benja.
I have just taken it up as a challenge, Mr. Akarma. After I just get officially separated, I seriously want to have a top-notch kind of a career in my professional grounds. For personal grounds, I have taken a hatchback right now. I do not want to think about anything else rather than my profession.
Okay. Okay.
So right now I'm a
Hmm?
communication trainer.
Okay. Okay.
So this is what I have thought as of now.
Okay. That's good. That's a good goal to have, and I'll say, see, that is fine. That's a good goal to have. But as a word of precaution, warning, I'll say, don't make this as a distraction point from this. So don't put all your energy and focus into this and not
Hmm.
work on yourself.
I will.
So priority is to first heal yourself from these traumas that you've gone through.
Yes,
Both the
absolutely.
traumas. One, that you got, how you got married and then you lost something there. You have to identify what you lost and then grieve that. And then the second is, after completing your divorce, then you heal that. Don't make your profession as an excuse to distract yourself from working on yourself, just in the name of proving something there. So don't let that happen.
Surely I'll keep these words as golden words in my treasure box.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mr. Kumar and Mr. Akarma, giving so much of precious time and investing so much and hearing each and every grievances and so much of inner feelings what we have poured out today.
It is.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Neela. Thanks, Ritu. Thanks, Nilu, for
Thanks,
the
Ritu, Niju,
contribution.
for sharing. Comfort. Yes, yes.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
It's
Thank you,
wonderful
everyone.
experience to be with you all. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
Sukarma.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thanks, Ritu.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Nitesh. Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.
और कल मैं तुझे क्रीम लगा दूं कहाँ का मार लगे वहां क्रीम क्रीम लगा दूं मसाज भी कर दो नहीं मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं क्रीम लगा दूं तुम क्रीम को मसाज करता है क्यों कब मैं डालू रोहित को नहीं बात इतना पड़ता बस बस से ज्यादा पढ़ना नहीं निरंजन को पीछे छोड़ डाला ओ मैं भी पढ़ता हूँ वो वीडियो कॉल कर मैं वीडियो कॉल मत कर मैं भी पढ़ता हूँ ओए ची क्या बोल रहा था मम्मी के पास तो क्या क्या रख रहा था तू पापा के हाथ में नहीं दे रहा नहीं पापा के हाथ में नहीं दिया नहीं गाइड भी है मैच की लेला का यार लेला का मैं रख ला तुझे तेरी वाली का फोन नहीं आया रहेगा तू वैसा हवा रहेगा तो भी ये उससे लागला तू घर में अच्छा समझ आया म्हणजे मग काही सूरत म्हणजे बात करता है होता तुझे बात करतो ऐसा दोस्त घर में बता रहा कब बोलना क्या ना तू घर में म्हणजे छोड़ रही नहीं पागल बना दे रही घर को कहीं क्या है घर में तुझे क्या करने बोलती तुझे दुकान में जाने बोलती पापा के साथ नहीं बोलते क्या करती ना तू म्हणजे नहीं रहा काम वो बड़ा उस दिन जाओ पापा के साथ तेरे को वो क्या करना क्या उन्होंने जाकर दुकान को खाली बैठ रहना सो क्या बोलते भी मुझे करने तेरा बैठ रहना सो नहीं तो पापा कहते नहीं काम से बाहर रहता नहीं है वहाँ चले आना सर इडली नहीं खाते हमें मैं कहती दूसरा खाती ये सब कर बादाम को तो भी थोड़ा डिटॉक्स अभी पूरा करने ठीक है क्या मुझे तेरा खाली अंदर बाहर करते रहता है अपन चल नेटफ्लिक्स इसे देंगे क्या मॉल ऑफ नाइट को मॉल ऑफ नाइट खाली मैं only two friends ए कोई बात अच्छा भाई सुनो मेरे हन्ना नको अरे हन्ना नहीं रोहित को लगेंगे हमारा भाई ने दिखता भैया 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 मैं टॉपिक भैया भैया को लगता है भैया अपना के बात आगे सेम भैया भैया अब स्कूल नॉर्मल क्लासेस स्टार्ट होती है तो कहाँ वहाँ फर्स्ट बेंच में बैठता है कि जगह चेंज कर ले इसके साथ बैठता वो अब छोड़ छोड़ क्या जोर से बोल, जोर से बोल, खाली नाम ही जोर से बोल, खाली कहीं तो तेरी मम्मी समझती है। नहीं वही खाली नाम बोलना। बोल बोल। बाथरूम बाथरूम पटकू म्हणजे कॉल करणार सर। नहीं नहीं स्कूटर तेरे पीछे बैठना आपला तुझे बता स्कूटर के पीछे तेरे अयो ची ची अपना क्या मैं फर्स्ट बेंच से तू लास्ट बेंच आना तो मैं फर्स्ट बेंच तू लास्ट बेंच एग्जाम में आगा तुझे क्या करना सर क्यों तू पढ़ला का था ना पढ़ला का था ना तू माहिती क्या फोन में कुछ सुन भाई हाँ मासी अब इनो स्कूल में पढ़ाती है एकेडमी में एक बच्चा करते हैं सेम उसका नाम 10th का एग्जाम करते हैं उसे मिड टर्म इन्विजिलेशन में कहते हैं वो बच्चा मैम मैं दो एमसीक्यू दो पूछ ला थी मैम को तेज हो जाती मैम कहते वो आया दिन भर वो नहीं नहीं मेरे नहीं ये ओ क्या टीचर देना होती है वाह तू भी कहना कर बोर्ड में नहीं बा इससे ऑन में अब मैं सुन खाली हमें सब्मिट दिया करना स्कूल है अब वो सब्मिट दिया के स्टूडेंट्स भी मान बैठ रहे हैं करना उन पूछ रहे टीचर्स को सूच खाली बोल बोले हम्म कंट्रोल सेंटर है तो ऊपर आगे तो होगा ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ चलता है ऊपर क्या कर देवे मालूम है उन्हें उन्हें पूरा मिलता है ये होना होनी तो नहीं संतोष जी से कितने बार पकड़ते है ना श्रवण को लेकिन श्रवण को मान खाने देखो लेकिन अब भाई नहीं दूर गए तो भी बता नहीं है जगह चेंज कर दे यू कंप्लेंट कर को श्रवण को देख मा क्या भी बोलते हैं चीटिंग नहीं है ये बहुत अच्छा है बहुत 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 मैं भी वो इसे ग्राफ 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 नहीं पता ना ग्राफ क्या होगा मरगा को घर में उसके इक्वेशन भी करेक्ट है मैं खाली क्या क्या नंबर ले दो नंबर ले कर हमें 0 1 0 1 दो को भी अब पैरेलल है तो मेरी गलती नहीं 2 5 इंच वही 5 इंच रोहित 5 इंच हना 5 इंच कितने 20 इंच 20 क्या कर सकते हैं बात कर कैसा बच्चे लोग क्या कर Okay.